Welcome to the shop. Today what we're going to do is we're going to edge find the vise so that we tell the machine exactly where the edges are. This is an edge finder, and it's a precision made thing that when you grip it on the body, spin it, you walk up to an edge, it comes over like that and tells you where the edge is. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a standard drill chuck, and we're going to find the back left-hand corner of the vise. So let's get started. Put it in there, tighten it. You can tighten it with a chuck if you want to. Normally I just tighten it with my hands, but whatever works for you. We'll close the door, turn the on button on, and then we're back to reset, clear. And what we want to do is we want to start the spindle at 1200 RPM. Go down to MDI, which is manual data input, and we go S1200. That should tell the machine that we want to use a speed of 1200. Then we can go and use the manual button to start the spindle and stop it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this back edge. So we'll bring the spindle down. Make sure that you're off the piece, make sure that you're off the vise so that you won't damage the edge finder. Let it move. Okay. Then what you want to do is we want to go up to our Z on our digital readout, and we want to zero the, sorry, not Z. We want to do our Y. So we'll zero that. And then what we want to do is we'll lift the thing up, make sure we're clear of the vise, and then we're going to go back 100th thou. So if you look at this number right in here, we want to make sure it's 100th thou. That would offset at the diameter of the edge finder, so the center of the spindle is sitting right on the edge of the vise. Now notice it doesn't want to do exactly that, so what you can do is, you see it's a plus number, so we can go G00 and we can go Y 0.1, and we can tell the machine to go there, and there it is. Once you're there, you want to zero that. And a good practice is, I want you to go G54, enter, and you zero the Y there. And then you can go to G56 and zero it there. And G57. Those are all working coordinates that we'll use regularly. And the reason why I want to zero those all out is because if you use one and you change it, or somebody changes it for you, if they're all set up to the same coordinate, the edge of the vise, then you've got a lot to pick up in case somebody moves one of them. So we're going to go back now, and we're going to get the left-hand corner of the vise. Eric, if you could just watch. Almost. Oh, it's there. I saw it. There we go. We're good. So now that we've found our X, we're going to zero that. And then we're going to pick our spindle up. And then we're going to come over the right way. And I always like to move the right way on the vise. And then we'll use that trick of X 0.1, because we can see that the X is a positive number. And then it'll go back to exactly 0.1. Once we're there, we zero that. So a good way of doing it now is if we tell it to go Y0, and then it'll put the Y on 0, automatically go to the edge we just picked up before, then we can go and now turn off the spindle, and we'll go G54, and notice the X is not zeroed, so we'll zero that. And then we'll go G55, which was the one we were just on. Oh, no, it wasn't. So we'll clear these guys all out. G56, and we'll clear these out. G57, that one's good. G58, we'll zero that one out. And G59. Those are all the working coordinates that we have in the machine. Some machines have more, but that's what we've got for this one. So now you can go in and say, oh, I'm not sure if they're all the same. Let's go and have a look. We go under Configure. We go Fixtures. You can now look at G54 to G59. They all have the same X and Y's. That's how you can see which is which. This is a reference point off of the home. So the edge of the vise is 2.5697 from its home point. And same with Y, it's negative 1.323. We'll save that, we'll close it. And now you're ready to put the appropriate tooling in to start your job.